everybody. Welcome to She Said, She Said. Tonight we have a different guest. Aside from all the people in showbiz and people, the comedians and all, today we have a show geared towards nurses. All you nurses out there, we want you to be watching this show and start texting your other fellow nurses to watch because this show will benefit all of you. We have she said, why is he still single?
And she said that aside from being a lawyer, and aside from being an accountant, and aside from being a recruiter, he is also a very good ballroom dancer.
Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Evangelista.
Hi, Marcus.
Hi, attorney.
How are you?
Okay, Marcus, thank you very much for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
You know, it just occurred to me, attorney. When you say attorney, it's like a ballroom dancer.
Yeah, you know what? Here in the
right?
Philippines, okay. Marcus is where are you from?
United States, Michigan.
Okay, Marcus is from Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, so here in the Philippines, I don't know if you know it, but our ballroom dancers, I mean the dance instructors used to be called attorneys. Because they used to dress like, they used to wear white long sleeve shirts, and they used to dress like lawyers. So, you know, and they didn't really want to be called, I don't know what.
They used to call them attorney.
Attorney.
With a Filipino accent.
Yeah, dancing attorney. So now they're called DIs. Dance instructors.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Like Willie.
Right,
So can you imagine, you are an attorney and you are a good dancer. So you are actually both like in real life, you know?
Yeah, I know,
True
right?
to the word.
Two in one.
Imagine.
And nice haircut.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, where did you have that?
Tony and Guys.
Tony and Guy. Oh, Tony and Guy. You know,
Our sponsor. Thank you to Cherry.
we also have Tony and Guy as our sponsor for hair and makeup.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, I know. Tony and Tara and TJ
J
and
Mark.
Cherry.
Yes.
J Mark.
J Mark. Oh yeah, very good
He
memory.
cut my hair.
Okay, you know, I was gonna say that it's very seldom that guys
Can dance.
can dance well.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, of course, they can all dance, but dance well is different.
And if they can dance, they can probably dance hip hop. And not ballroom.
Yeah.
The only guys
Or-
who can dance ballroom are like our daddies.
Yes.
But even then, I can't dance with my dad. Can you dance with your dad? It's
Oh, yeah, I can dance boogie with my
Mine's
dad.
like different. His boogie's too like
No, I can actually
it's
dance
too
boogie.
mellow, and
I
Mama's
can
like, you know.
I can actually dance boogie with my dad, but I watch him dance with my mother, and
They just have a different. When they dance with their moms, they just
I mean, it's
gel
just
so
jive.
well.
Yeah, I know. And I'm thinking, okay, what is my mom doing that I'm not doing? But you know, I can also dance with my dad, but I don't know. I think it's maybe the age,
Maybe.
or they have a little more bump, or
You know, there's
so-
not a lot of young people doing ballroom dancing.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you think?
Well,
They
I
think
don't know.
it's for the old people.
Maybe, I don't know. But I
Or-
enjoy it. I love going out.
Okay, what kind of dances do you dance?
Well, I do mostly salsa, all the Latin dances, cha-cha, rumba,
Really?
swing,
Yes.
boogie.
Okay, wait. How did
got
you
you
get?
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how did you get into that?
Well, my mom, I went to a lot of Filipino parties growing up, so I was obligated to dance with my mom.
Hold on. Speaking of his mom, he comes from a family of doctors. His mom and dad are both doctors, and they come to the Philippines every December, and they do a medical mission.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
They do
exactly?
it all over the provinces. They went to UST Medical School in 1968. So they bring all their colleagues back from the US and they do medical missions in Pampanga, Cebu, different provinces.
Cebu.
Yeah,
And
good.
the,
Medical missions for us.
Did they ever go to Rojas City? Do you know?
you know, I don't know the exact areas, but
But anyway, so how did you get into dance? I mean, so your mom, I mean, like,
Did your mom make you dance with her?
like you were partners or something? I mean, how did you learn all these
well, it
difficult
was
dances?
initially it was obligatory, so I had no choice. So I had to dance with my mom at parties.
Yeah,
and then
but
I
mean, how did you learn? I mean, you
Did
could
your
just
dad
dance,
teach
yeah?
you, or
Who
did your
taught
mom?
I actually took lessons
In the States?
States. And then every time I come here, I always make sure I have a DI for a couple of nights a week.
Okay, what was that?
Yeah. Do you think there's any difference with the way they teach ballroom in the States and here?
A little bit. I would say some of the steps are different. Tango in the Philippines is very different from American tango.
Different versions, right?
So different steps, different versions. American.
Different steps, okay.
So you have American tango, Argentine tango, and Filipino tango.
So do you do the Argentine tango?
Yes, I do.
Really?
I
Oh,
love
my
it.
mom would love to
One of
meet
my
you.
favorite dances.
Really? She loves that.
Very, very romantic.
Very romantic. Okay, so I'm sure
and very
many...
close. You can
yeah.
get very tight with the lady.
And you like that?
I like that.
So I was asking her, why
Yeah,
is he
he's a
still
flirt.
single? I mean, you know, you have all these things about you. Are you mapili? Do you speak Tagalog?
Very little.
But do you understand?
Yeah.
Very little.
60%.
So we can't fool you.
Not really. Not
Hindi.
really.
Okay. So are you...
Well,
are
maganda
you,
ka. That's-
salamat.
yeah.
Okay, very good, very
That's
good.
all you need to know.
I understand that.
Understood. Mahal kita.
Oh, that's for her. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, she's blushing. Ah!
Blushing?
I was speechless. I caught you.
No. I
I
always have something to say, right? No.
I use that word sparingly, though.
Okay.
Very, only when it matters.
Really?
When there's a very important lady.
But she said you say so many things nice about her.
Of course, how can you not?
Yeah.
This is QT Del Mar.
Exactly.
I'm very honored to be here.
Yeah, you better learn, huh?
And you're Jackie Aquino.
Yeah.
I'm really a nobody.
And we're friends.
I'm not qualified to be here, but
Of
thank you.
course
Thank
not.
you.
Oh
for
my
having me.
Speaking
God.
of qualification to be here, the reason you're here is because we want to talk about your nursing home in Michigan. Tell us more about it.
Well, my mom and dad, they went to UST Medical School. They came to the States, and they've been practicing medicine for 35 years.
Wow.
And so in addition to that, they got into real estate development. So we own and operate a large portfolio of apartments, homes, office, strip malls. You know, we're a mid-size company. So in addition to that, we saw a nursing home for sale.
Okay.
And we thought it was a good match because they're doctors and they do real estate.
Yes.
So hey, why not?
Exactly.
And we got into the nursing home, and you know, it was very, very difficult. We hemorrhaged for many years, millions of dollars pouring it in, trying to get it off the ground. Finally, things got going, and now we run a 150-bed nursing home, and now we're building another project, 2 other projects, 300-bed homes in Michigan. So it's a big business. It does very well in the United States, and you know, the baby boomers are,
Yes.
you know,
Do you have a lot of Filipino nurses?
we
Like
right
the
now,
percentage?
I have 200 employees, and I would say 65% are Filipino.
65.
65%.
How nice.
So that's a benefit of working for our company because a lot of the Filipinos like working with us, and they
Yes.
tell their friends, and then they gravitate towards more Filipinos.
Yes.
So when to staff my nursing home, we needed nurses, and the best nurses
Are
are
the
Filipinos.
Filipinos.
Okay, why do you say so?
Well, the Filipino culture is very welcoming, inviting. The English is very good.
Yes.
One of the best in the country relative to other countries like India, China. Everyone speaks English very well. Their hygiene is good. Most Filipinos are beautiful.
Yes.
And they know how to take care of.
And just the culture is caring and
Warm.
family and
Yeah.
warm. And anti-confrontational. You
Yes.
don't have a lot of fights.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, when my dad was in the hospital in Sanford, my mom was hoping for a Filipino nurse because, like, the white ones would just like, they're so rough. They just make you stand up, in and out, whatever. They
Yes.
just push you around. But with a Filipina, they're very gentle.
Yes, and they're very caring.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they treat you like you're their relative.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
That's
they
true.
genuinely like care for you. Like,
My dad, when he's in the hospital, he always looks for the pretty nurses, or else he might get more sick. That's true.
Well, in the
Really?
Philippines, it's very easy to find
I
pretty
know.
nurses.
That's true. So what we were showing earlier, those
was a nursing
were-
home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
your nursing home.
Yes, that's the nursing home that we own and operate,
Right.
Okay.
Maple Manor Rehab Center.
That's interesting, huh? So did you take up medicine?
No, I'm
I
just
mean, did you do any studies for the nursing home?
no, I just do all the legal and the financial. So I do employment, litigation, contracts, immigration. So I
Oh.
sponsor all the nurses from the Philippines to come into our company.
Okay, so what if I'm watching this show of Cutie and Jackie and I see a
It
good-looking
is a great show,
lawyer?
by the way. I love
Oh,
the show.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and you just arrived.
Yeah, and he
I
got
saw it on the
watch
TV.
So
I
how
said,
many
"Oh,
times you've reached like maybe 5 shows?
Maybe.
No,
Thank you.
not quite. He's only been here for a while. But yeah, so Jackie wants to know what
Yeah,
kind
like
of,
what if I, you know,
if you're a nurse,
if I'm a nurse and I know I'm qualified?
Well, this is what I would tell you. Number one, be careful who you do business with. agencies are there's many agencies that are very unethical.
Yes.
And they'll charge you money, they'll
Yes.
make you sign things. So number one,
A lot of money.
What I would recommend is be careful what you sign and what you pay for.
So, but how will you know? You have a check.
Well, this
get a
is what I
lawyer?
would say. Our recruitment agency is, we take great pride in the company, and we have high moral and ethical standards. My parents have worked too hard and too long to
Just throw away their name.
throw away the reputation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My dad is also the consul general for Michigan. And so, he has a lot at stake.
Yes.
His name is on the company. We don't want to do anything bad.
Say hi, Dad,
Hi, Dad.
and hi, Mom.
Is that the right way or this way?
Yeah, and hi, Mom.
This is you.
Hi, Mom. Hi,
This is
Dad. Anyway, so what I would tell a nurse looking at the show would be, number one, to be qualified for sponsorship, we don't charge any money up front.
Really?
No
Yes,
money
not
up
at
front.
all.
There's no money. You don't have to pay for orientation. We own a building in Quezon City, 104 Calayan Street, right next to Philippine Heart Center.
So
Okay, 104 Calayan Street, right next to Philippine Heart Center.
There's a big yellow sign. Resource 1 is the recruitment agency.
Resource 1.
Big
Yes.
yellow sign. Nurses
Okay.
out there, pay attention.
That's good.
Yeah, so
So to be qualified, in short, you need
Yes.
the NCLEX, which is the nursing exam.
Exam,
You need
yes.
to pass the NCLEX.
Okay.
Right.
You need to pass your English test.
Yes.
Right.
You need a visa screen.
What's a
And,
visa screen?
Visa screen is a credentialing to certify where you went to school and credentialing of your documents.
Okay.
You can find that on the CGFNS website.
Okay.
All the nurses know what that is.
Yes.
will it matter if they applied for a visa to the United States before and they were denied?
It could. I mean, depending on what contract you sign, we don't want to steal nurses from other agencies.
Yes.
They might be committed to that company. We don't want, but if you can get a release and we can work together, we can work it out.
Right.
The last thing that you need right now is a specialty occupation.
Meaning you can't just be any nurse because there are a lot of nurses out there. They're looking for the specialty nurse, which
Yeah,
Exactly.
like exactly.
Well, let
Is-
me clarify. You probably heard of retrogression. That means the green cards are on hold for the United States.
Yes.
And there's a huge backlog because of retrogression. So they're processing petitions filed back from 2005.
Oh.
So it's a 3-year backlog. You can still petition for a green card. I mean, that's okay. But to get there faster, we can petition you through an H-1B. It's a specialty occupation. It's a 6-year visa, and they issue them about 60,000 visas per year. If you have a specialty occupation, meaning ICU, critical care, emergency room, something that makes you special,
Yes.
a little bit more special than the average nurse, then I can petition you. It will cost you nothing. I will pay for your airfare. We will pay for everything. You just have to pay for your testing.
Yes.
And once you get to the United States, I will reimburse you for all your test fees, visa screen, and when you're working and acclimated to the United States.
So it's minus from your I was going to say talent fee. It's minus from your professional fee.
We don't charge any professional or legal fees. Is
Okay,
that
so
what-
when you pay them a salary, you just minus whatever
yeah,
expenses.
we can do. No, we're not minusing. We're actually paying them
Giving.
back.
Oh, okay.
So they're just earning money, and
So they have
then
nothing to lose.
Once they're acclimated and committed to the United States, and they like where they are, then I'll reimburse them 30 days after, pay them back for all the testing fees and out-of-pocket costs that they've incurred.
Okay. So did you have any problems? I mean, like if I were a nurse and I heard that, and I was a specialty nurse and I felt that I was qualified, I mean, like, don't you encounter any problems? Like, I'm sure there's so many who want to go because
Yeah, like
you don't-
yesterday he
you don't-
interviewed like 15
Yeah,
nurses and the
I
day
mean, you don't
before
ask for
too.
any money up
Right.
front.
Well, that's the thing. It costs a lot of money for us
Exactly.
to do it. So we're petitioning right now 40 candidates who are qualified.
Right. So you
And
pick the best top
We
40.
pick the best
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, and
Once-
how many come for interview?
Yesterday, within the last 2 days, I had about 40 interviews.
Yeah, for those that want to go to your interviews, how do they reach you guys?
Well, I guess you can.
When are the next interview sessions? And,
We just had them all day long.
right. So because you're going back, you're leaving on Sunday. So what happens after then? Is there an ongoing interview process?
Oh yeah. We can. We have an office. We have people there. They can come by anytime. They can field any questions. If they want to talk to me directly, they'll give you my direct dial, my direct email. I just want to make people feel comfortable and happy and know what they're getting themselves into.
So they want to go to Resource 1?
Resource 1, 104 Calayan Street, near the Philippine Heart Center.
Near Philippine Heart Center.
So that's Quezon City. You have any telephone numbers?
Yes, I do.
Okay, while you look for the telephone numbers, we want to give him some stuff. Can you please pass on the... So telephone number, Marcus R.
The local number is 929-3375.
929-3375.
Okay. So 929-3375, they can call. And is it open Monday
to Fridays?
Normal
Office hours.
Office hours.
Office hours.
On Mondays
Okay,
to
and then
Fridays.
that's 104 Kalayaan beside the Heart Center.
Philippine Heart Center.
Quezon City, yes.
Thank you for coming on the show. All the nurses will be so happy.
See, Marcos, thank you very much. I mean, I think that's really good news for us nurses. I mean, we have a lot of talented nurses.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes they have problems with their finances, but this is like a blessing.
And there's always their problem, how to get abroad, right?
Yeah.
And here is the perfect solution.
Yeah, of course, we also want the nurses to stay, but you know, if they also have better opportunities.
Yeah, to help their family. So yeah, it's all good. We have more than enough nurses to spare. Thank you very much, Marcus.
We have something for you. We have some hot chocolate and some soap from Classic Herbs Corporation. Thank you to Jay and John, Tita Cora and Tita Lilian.
And some dried pineapple and dried mangoes that you can take back with you to Michigan.
Oh my God,
you can give it to your mom and to your dad.
Wow, thank you.
And thank you to Francis Milligan Shaw from R&M. And we'd also like to thank SM for our dresses.
Yes, we'd like to thank Sherry of Tony and Guy, Chaston,
Tere,
and TJ.
Yes.
And don't forget J Mark.
And J Mark, yeah. We'd also like to thank Mert Bess of Bessas. Thank you also to Dr. Levy Lansangan and Dr. Anna Lansangan of Shimian, Manila.
And thank you to Beverly Hills 6750. So we'll be right back, so don't you go away, because Jackie and I will have a bit of chit chat. And you can eavesdrop.
We're back on the She Said show with Marcos Evangelista, the lawyer, the accountant, the ballroom dancer, and he's also a blessing to the Filipino nurses here. Okay, right. So we're back with Marcos, and so I want to know, did you ever fall in love with any of the nurses? Seriously?
Well, yeah, I mean, all the time. It's very
all the
hard.
time.
It's very hard not to. Mm-hmm. There's so many beautiful nurses in the Philippines.
And they're very caring.
Very caring and very professional.
Yeah.
And they speak good English.
And they speak good English. And you're single.
I am single. But I would have a conflict of interest if I had dated one.
Oh, okay.
So you never dated one?
A nurse.
Yeah?
Well,
not a nurse that applied in your company.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. But I'm sure, you know, if I were a nurse,
I
would always like, okay, this is the boss and I want him.
No, like, yeah, what if like you were really attracted to one of them and she was going to work for you? Would that stop you because it's not ethical to have love in the workplace?
Well, it's certainly a conflict, but what I could do is maybe sponsor her under a different visa, maybe a fiancé visa or a marriage visa.
Already?
That might be better than through a nurse or working visa.
Oh, I see.
Right.
So at least there's a solution.
Yeah,
so I can avoid the conflict.
Right.
Okay, so you practice your legal work in Michigan.
In Michigan.
What was the most difficult case you had?
The most difficult case?
He does business. You went to school in Boston, right? That's where you took law.
Boston College Law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
BC, okay.
BC.
And, okay, so did you ever fall in love with any of your clients? I mean, you know, they pour out all their problems and you listen to them and then they, you know, I mean, I'm sure people fall in love with their lawyers.
Yeah,
so
I
many
think
people.
Janice liked her lawyer.
Yeah, so many people fall
But
in love
then
with
again,
their
Janice
lawyers.
likes everyone, so that's no basis.
Well, you know what? As a
Sorry,
lawyer, your headache becomes my headache. That's my job, to solve
Yes.
all your headaches. So it's very hard to fall in love because there's so many headaches from your client.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's so much full of emotions. I mean, you
Like
you
you,
bear out
you
everything.
practically
Yeah,
know that their
exactly.
souls and whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I think it's more like they fall in love with you, maybe.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Maybe we should. We have actually a phone-in question. Okay, so
Okay,
you have
Ching, is that you?
So,
No,
what is
but
your most difficult case?
My most difficult case? Well, I've had a lot of cases, but they're not that sexy. They're more like contracts,
Boring.
partnership disputes,
Uh-huh.
or insurance.
What about What about like somebody dies in the family and they have to separate property and money and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
I do some of that. I try not to get involved. It's a little bit too emotional.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
it really gets messy,
Yeah,
right?
and I try not to do family or divorce because takes a lot out of your very taxing.
Yeah,
on-
that's
on-
true.
on the-
Emotionally taxing.
So your mom and dad are both doctors. Did they ever try to convince you to take medicine as well?
Well, you know, they all my siblings are doctors.
Oh, they all are?
Yeah, yeah. But they wanted, they were pushing me to be a doctor, but I'm afraid of blood and guts. And
Oh, like
Yeah,
you,
I'm
you
afraid
know,
of blood
she's
too.
also afraid of blood.
I'm a hypochondriac.
Yeah, so
So after
That's
the
a
show,
sign.
I gotta
And a
watch my.
germaphobe.
But I like your germs. Your germs are
okay,
good.
okay.
But
you
I will wash my hands
That's a
immediately.
sign because you're both germaphobes. You both are
Afraid of blood.
afraid of blood.
The name
And
Q.
what else? Q. No, what about the,
The name Q.
Okay.
QT.
People, yeah. I heard. Well, somebody told
His
me.
sister.
Calls you Q. I mean,
Coincidentally,
Q. That's her name.
I know.
Yeah,
Why do
copycat.
they call you her name?
Well, I'm not as cute as QT.
According to you, yeah.
No, according.
Okay.
I
And
try and live up to QT's standards. I try.
what are her standards? You think you would live up to her standards?
I don't know. Well, she is the female prototype. So,
Okay.
very hard to attain. But I can try. I will
You
persevere.
try. You will try.
I will try, maybe.
And you're saying this on air.
Yeah, and no one's really watching anyway.
National television, you are
Is that
saying
right?
that you're going to try and pursue.
Well, if she'll take my call.
Okay, so why do they
I don't
call
wanna-
you Q?
I don't want to
mean,
be presumptuous. If she'll take my call,
Okay.
then we'll see.
So that's what we are saying. We prefer that the guys don't ask, can we court you? Like, just do it.
Yeah, like our guest last week,
So anyway,
right?
just do it. Yeah, just do it. Don't ask anymore. We
Okay.
don't even wait for the answer if she's gonna take your call or not. Just
Can you give me her number after the show?
oh, I will. I'll take care of you. Okay. So anyway, why do they call you Q? I mean,
Well, my sister calls me Q because of the cue ball
Yes.
in the billiards.
Yes.
Because I'm always on target. She calls me Q.
you're always on target.
On target, focused.
People target you.
Well, I'd hope to think that, but I've yet to be targeted.
Okay, so
Why
you are
do
always
we-
on target, and they call you Q. And my co-host here is also named Q. And
QT.
and yeah, QT, but I call her Q.
Yeah.
So and like you're
I'm called
going
Q by a
out
couple of
and
people.
you're gonna pursue and this and that. I mean, it's like a sign. It's like destiny.
Cable, that Destiny Cable.
Destiny Cable.
Let's ask him though, why does he only go to the Philippines once a year?
Well, I haven't met anyone like
Exactly.
Q. So now that I've met Q,
Yeah, you are
I
going
have
to come.
more incentive and more reason
So
to be
how
here.
often is that? I have to know.
Well,
You know.
well,
I
it's
don't want to.
real-
I don't want you to
I
hurt
know,
my
I know,
friend.
Jackie. I know Jackie, but
Yes.
it's really a function of how many times she'll take my call. The more she answers my call, the more I can come.
What if she wants you to come every other month?
Every other month. I might get fired from my job, but it might be worth it. So we'll
That's
see.
true, you know. You can't always think of your job all the time. Look
But-
at her, she's so quiet.
I'm so
Speechless, dumbfounded. Ah.
yeah, I'll just sit back here. You guys just go. on
Okay, so
talking.
what do you think about Filipino women?
Filipino women are.
What's the difference
Yeah,
in
I
dating
mean,
a Filipino woman
exactly,
compared
yeah.
to someone from?
Like,
you know,
is it more
I really
difficult?
didn't know what to expect today. Okay, we're going down this road. My goodness. You know, all I expected to do today was get a Starbucks,
Okay.
get my hair cut, look at my hotel bill,
Okay.
shop. I have to buy a suitcase since I bought so many clothes. I
Oh,
gotta buy
okay.
another suitcase. And
Did you buy?
I wanted to buy a gift for Q.
Okay.
So
I'll let you
Yay,
know
what
she
do I
wants.
get?
I need about
But the
5 or 6
shops are
hours.
already
I
closed.
know.
You can buy in the Changge, but I think
No, it needs
No,
to be.
they're
Yeah,
Midnight Madness sales, so
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
fine.
Midnight
I have to go
Madness.
all over the country. I need to find a special gift. So,
a ring? Oh, I'm sorry.
well, I have to go to the mountains for that.
Oh, mountains?
In Africa.
In Africa, that
Hey,
kind
you
of
know
ring.
what? I want a ring.